I just realized on my schedule, I'm probably going to be like a day late on everything I'm narrating, which is why TCGO is on Wednesday. I'm probably going to have a battle tomorrow, TCGO on Friday, battle Saturday. It's kind of busy yesterday and the day before, but I finally got 5 games in like 20 minutes. Just because this deck either plays fast or it does not play at all. It needs to get set up in the first 2 turns. That is completely what is designed around. And this is, in case you haven't read the title or you're just on mobile or something, I don't know what the case for that would be. But this is TurboTorn. So all you're really looking for is stuff just to get Tornadus' jet plot. You need to just get it attacking, like right now. Like right out the gate, win the coin flip, get the 180 on turn 1, turn 3, I want to say absolute latest. Turn 1 is absolutely phenomenal. You could not ask for anything better on that. Turn 2, hey, you know, that's pretty good. That's usually an average. Turn 3, I don't like that. And then anything beyond turn 3, you should just scoop on, because at that point, yeah, it kind of sucks. But this deck has a lot of names. TurboTorn, Tornadus, Donk, that kind of thing. We got a Mewtwo right here, and he wins the coin flip. So the main reason I'm scared of this is I need to get the Tornadus going like from 0 to 4 in 1 turn in order to knock out the Mewtwo. And he puts down an Eviolite, so now I need to go from 0 to 4 and get a laser as well. And I just don't know if that's possible, like turn 1. So I'm looking to see what I have, so I figure I might as well get a Plasma Energy. I'm also going to go for a random receiver. It's got a bunch of stuff that is just playable by itself, which is not really that big a deal. I believe I'm also, I really hate that right there. If I did not have that in hand, that's pretty sick. So get the Chorus Machine, follow up, and then I can Juniper, but I've already wasted my manual attach for the turn, so I need another Chorus Machine, and that was my supporter for the turn, so I actually can't do anything right here. I think I'm going to hold on to that plus power. I could be stupid and use it. Either way, plus power is just there, just like, here's a card in my deck, it's gone now. Nothing big about that. So I whiff it. I might as well go for a windfall and just get myself a new hand, which is a nice thing. As long as you have an energy on Tornadus, you're never really stuck, and you always have the opportunity to refresh yourself. But you shouldn't be doing that. You should be jet blasting at all times. So I finally, I windfalled into that Plasma Energy, which is awesome. So I get to knock out the Mewtwo in 1 shot because it already had the poison damage on it from earlier. And the Reshiram does not have a way to attack me until it gets 3 energy on it. I'm not worried about Lugia either. The only thing I'm worried about is him dropping a Mewtwo, a DCE, and a Switch, or a Keldeo, a Floatstone, a Mewtwo, and a DCE. So at this point, I'm looking to catch her up and take out whatever he's attempting to load up and then just knock it out with Jet Blast. So the one thing I've kind of been looking to do, I'll be completely honest, is look at stuff that I have a lot of in my TCGO account and just use it. Because, I really want to get rid of some of this stuff if you guys think it's cool. So, he tries a Crushing Hammer right there. I just had Laser Bank. So, that is 3 EXs in 3 turns for the game. And that was a 3-minute game. That's a TurboTorn game. And I think this game's going to be a little quicker. But we have something weird happen in this game. My mouse has been double-clicking at completely random times as of lately. And that comes into play big during some of these. So, if you're looking at this opening hand right here, I can start going for the Jet Blast for 120 if I want to. Turn 1. No questions asked. So I have 2 Chorus Machines in hand. If I win the coin flip, I can do it. So I did, in fact, win the coin flip. There's 1 Plasma Energy. There's... I have 3 in total in my deck, I saw. So there's 2. I was going to attempt to recycle there, but I'll drop a DCE, go for a Bicycle. I can computer search for another... I can computer search for another Chorus Machine to get the 3rd and final Plasma Energy out of my deck. And just like that, I mean, the 4th one is probably prized, but honestly, it's like, hey, I got 3 out of 4 on turn 1, and I was really hoping for a catch on that. Did you see how quick that clicked? That's kind of a tongue twister. Okay, I don't like that he lasered me. But he doesn't really have response. He doesn't have anything to do other than that. Because he lasered me, I'm on a timer now. And this is one thing that this deck really struggles with. It struggles with laser in the turn immediately after. It struggles with laser bank if you can't get the knockout, if you can't clear the field of Pokemon. So he has 2 Darkrai's on the field, and I think he just ended up scooping right there because he couldn't really come into anything, which was honestly pretty cool. So right here, opening hand, not fantastic, but I think I can work with it. I do have a chorus machine. I have a plus power. I can wear down my hand a little for some bicycles. A manual attachment is probably going to be a thing I'm going to have to do this turn. But if I can get 3 chorus machines or 1 and some other stuff, I think I played this guy once before this, and he completely wiped the floor with me because I did not get a turn 1 setup. He's running, I think he's running Landorus, Cobalion, no Garbodor, or if he did have it, I didn't see it. But right here, what I can do is I can just do the thing for that. It turns out I can actually only chorus machine for 1 more, but I'm going to go ahead and bicycle. And I recycle first, which lets me pick up the extra chorus machine. And yeah, that was really quick, in case you missed what happened there. Recycle put the chorus machine back on top of my deck so I could draw into it with a bicycle, which is amazing. And then on top of that, I got an N off of that. So, and I top decked the other chorus machine. So this is ideal turn 1 setup. I just came out of the gate, guns blazing, 200 damage to a fresh Landorus and knocked it out on turn 1 of mine. I mean, he won the coin flip, but that is basically how I am going to do my thing here. So I knew he had Cobalion from the previous matchup, but I was like, you know what? I don't even care. If he gets rid of a plasma energy, I'm always backed up by DCEs and lasers to compensate to get the 180 knockout on the Cobalion. And if he starts getting rid of more than that, I mean, my damage output will go down by 30 per. But I think I have like 3 more recycles left in my deck. So the fact of the matter is, his Keldeo is staring in the face something that can one-shot everything on the field. Like, no consequences whatsoever. I had to thin out my deck a little bit to make it happen, but that's what you do. Like, you can load it up with chorus machines and DCE, and that's basically the idea. Just load it up as quick as you can, blow up as many things as you can. Only 1 poke on the field, so there's no catcher fodder or anything like that. Ultra Ball is in here only to thin out the cards from your hand and maybe get yourself other stuff. I haven't really found a build that's like, hey, let's actually get 2 Tornaduses and play and Scramble Switch. I find Computer Search to be a lot handier to get yourself the chorus machine or the laser or whatever else you need. But anyway, right there, like I said, I Righteous Edged. I think I'm going to use up both of these chorus machines because I know I can't get anything from them at this point. And I'm going to bicycle for 3 more just to get myself something for next turn. And I Jet Blast 150, but I mean, the extra 30 knocked out the Cobalion, which is absolutely fantastic. So we got 1 more Cobalion on the bench. I'm trying to think about what I can do here. If he puts a blend down on it or just a steal or anything like that comes in Righteous Edges, my damage output is at 120. Meaning that I'll need a laser bank and 2 plus powers to make it happen. I already used 2 of them fairly early just for the sake of getting rid of them. So the odds that I'm honestly going to draw into them are pretty low. So I'll probably need an extra turn. The other thing I could do for an easy knockout is just go for the Lunatone. I have plenty of supporters in my hand, so it's not that big a deal. But I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go from here. I am going to try to go for the double plus power if I can thin out as much cards in my deck as possible just to take out the Keldeo. As long as the Keldeo's in the active spot, I can make it happen. Just because the laser bank will compensate. The laser bank and 2 plus powers will compensate 50. So 120 plus the 50 is 170. That's the knockout I'm looking to make here because nothing else on the field has any damage on it. But I'm kind of spoiling what's going to happen. I think somewhere along the line he's going to get a blend or a steal on the Cobalion. Or, oh no, he's just going to switch, use up some cards in his hands, a bicycle. But he's looking for an energy for Cobalion, and I'm assuming he got that off the bicycle. And he's just going to come in here and Righteous Edge me to get rid of some of the stuff. He's also loading up that Landorus in the background. Don't think I didn't notice that, but I don't really have a response to it at this time. I have a laser in my hand. What more do you want from me? But he's obviously going to be getting rid of the plasmas just because they hurt my damage output. And it's just a strong gust of wind. That's the best way to describe this deck. It's just a really strong gust of wind that just tapers out really quickly. So I'm looking for the Keldeo because it has 10 less HP, and the 10 less HP is actually going to matter. So I'm going to Juniper away everything. I actually top deck the 2+ powers that I needed. So just going to town map for funsies. And I wasn't really aware of the damage output I had going on right here, but I think it's exact that I'm going to get the 140, and then the laser bank finishes him off. So that was a little bit of a slower TurboTorn game, believe it or not. But hey, still 3 EXs in 3 turns. With basic Pokemon, it takes a little bit longer because it takes a little more turns. But hey, I think did I leave that in? That's silly. Let's take that out. Alright, now that I took out the last bit of that last game, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this last game, which I believe... what was my matchup here? I don't even remember, but I have the Colress machine, I have the Veerbank City Gym, I have 2 Junipers, and I win the coin flip, and it's a Lone Amolka. So... if you're looking at the video length on YouTube, though, it's very obvious to see that I missed the donk. That recycle was more important than you guys are actually going to know. But right here, I'm going to bicycle, and then it turns out I bicycle for another bicycle, and I'm just like, you know what? Bicycle for one more thing. I get the plus power. Don't really get anything off of that. So, yeah, I really wanted to get that other Colress machine going on there. But I do finally get the recycle for this, and I believe I'm just going to go for another Colress machine. I only have 2 energy on me right now. And I ended up ending my turn right there because I know I'm going to draw into it, and Windfall makes you shuffle your hand into your deck, then shuffle your deck, and then draw 6 new ones. So I would not be guaranteed the Colress machine at all on that one. Plus, I have plenty of things to shuffle my hand out on this one. So, you can see right here, right off the bat, we're playing Flygon Dusknoir. So as long as I can get my Tornadus up next turn, and the fact that I won the coin flip means that he can't rare candy into anything immediately soon. And that's ultimately going to give me the advantage here. Just because, you know, 120 to 150 on everything before it gets set up, it's a Stage 2's worst nightmare. EXs are really the only thing that can keep up with TurboTorn. That or Sigilyph or Klinklang. Like, if Klinklang wins a coin flip, there's nothing I can do about it. If the only thing on the field is a Sigilyph, I've automatically lost. There's a couple of other things as well. And right here, he Colresses for 2. I did not want to reward him for this play at all. I have a random receiver in hand, and I think when I end up random receivering, I end up getting a 3rd N, which is really just like, don't do that. That's really stupid. But I'm also out of 3rd Plasma Energy, but I did get a Computer Search. So I still am able to attack this turn, don't get me wrong. I can get another DCE. And I'm just going to start Jet Blasting for 150 before he has the momentum to do anything else with it. So, and this deck, like, you guys know how this deck works. I've uploaded it a few times. It relies on damage spread and moving around damage spread to get knockouts. But what happens when this Tornadus is the only thing on the field? Where are you spreading the damage? Where are you moving the damage? You need to get the direct damage onto me to do the thing. So, and it turns out it's just not really going to be able to do anything. The fact that he has to put a DCE on this thing, probably... the fact that he has DCEs in general tells me that he's running Vibrava, and he's probably running Celebi as well, just for the sand spread, or he's not running Celebi, and he just plans on having a Vibrava around just for funsies. But that just means it's going to be even longer of a process for him to just get his stuff set up. So I think I'm opting to... oh, he tried to Smithereen Smash on that last one. Didn't get it. If he did, I'm just dropping another DCE because I know this deck doesn't run Mewtwo. Doesn't need to run Mewtwo. In case he Smithereen Smashes, I'll still have enough energy to attack. That's the only reason I'm loading that thing up more than it needs to be. So that thing technically has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 energies on it. And yeah, I'm honestly not scared of Trapinch at this point. I think I went off to go do something right here, which is why all these cards are staying on the screen. Makes a cool thumbnail, though. At least, I don't know. I'm probably not going to pick this. Finally, rare candies into Flygon on like turn 4 or 5 or something like that. Super Rod some stuff back in, whiffs the Smithereen Smash. You guys can probably see where this is going. If I'm hitting for a consistent 150, he can't really match up. And I had another great game in the middle of this. I forgot who it was against, but I was not recording. It's always the best ones that I forget to do. So right here, he basically is just like sending stuff in just to die. So I think I'm just going to clean up the game from here. I really wish I had that last game. That last game is so good. The guy was like, oh my God, you wiped the floor with me. Good game. I was like, shit. But that's basically what I did here. So the fact that he also runs Grass Energy right there is like, okay, he's definitely running that. But that was around 15 minutes of Turbo Tornadus. It's basically just a donk deck. I know it used to be a little bit more popular with the other one as well. I thought this one was kind of cool because you can just get it up to like turn. You can potentially get it turn 1 like I did in that second game there. And your damage output is absolutely ridiculous. You're OHKOing stuff left and right as opposed to the other Tornadus variant that needs laser bank help and then is almost always guaranteed a 2-hit KO. But it's still pretty cool. And that's probably going to do it for me. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you're more than welcome to leave a like rating, comment, and subscribe, and do your thing. And I think I'll be seeing you guys, today's Wednesday, so probably Friday. See ya.